I always blow y'all a kiss. Grand Rising, everybody. Happy Sunday. I thank the Lord for waking me up this morning. It's Intuitive Queen Shar. And Queen got about 10 minutes to give you a message. And it's not really a message per se. It's just, I'm going to be picking up what I pick up on when I shuffle this Wise Old Owl deck. This is a very general, it doesn't specify anything. It's not like a love message deck. So I'm just going to pull a few cards from here. You all, someone that you had an argument with wants to, it's either a friend, a colleague, or a lover. Somebody you had an argument with and they said something that's you're going to remember for the rest of your life. This person needs you. They want to reconcile with you. They want to be your friend again. They want to be your lover again. And what I heard a while ago when I was at the window picking up these decks is, but they're going to remember what I said. Let's just say somebody said something to me. It would be about, my brother or my mom or my cousin or my cats in heaven. That's something I can't forgive you for because they're dead. Whoever this is said something that was horrible, and they feel like some crap, but they too embarrassed to come to you. They know what they said to you you'll remember for the rest of your life. But what on my mother I heard this morning was, but they'll remember what I said. So I don't know who this is, but somebody said something real foul to you, okay? There's nothing new going on, same old energy. I just got an email from one of my ladies on here. She brought two bracelets from me it had to be last summer when I was doing these bracelets, and she said one broke at work. Remember, these are elastic. Mine break also. You could get if you have good eyesight, you can get another elastic string and restring them. Or I have 4 bracelets left if you want to replace it. If not, when my obsidian black bracelet broke, I gathered the beads up and I put them in a little bowl. Okay? Or you can put them in a little pouch and you'll still have the beads with you. But yeah, these are elastic. They're elastic. And if you wearing them to work or working out, they're gonna break eventually. I think that was it had to be, I was at my other job. It had to be last summer or fall, okay? So it's nothing to worry about. It doesn't mean anything like your love life gonna break or bad luck gonna come no, okay? Let me pull a couple of messages from here just to see what's going on. I just heard Las Vegas, Nevada. Just that quick, one moment. I'm gonna straighten these. Well, you know what? I ain't gotta straighten them out because I'm gonna shuffle them. Hold on. I'm doing good this morning, y'all. The scariest thing happened last night. Okay, I know in my last life, I passed away something with heights and water. I always tell people I died on the Titanic. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's a different story. My fear in this life is, like, say you're driving down the highway, I fear bridges because I can look over and see that water. But if I'm on a highway, a parkway, and there's no guardrail and there's water, I panic. And that's why I know something happened in another lifetime. Last night I dreamt me and somebody was driving down a 1-lane winding road, and right next to us was the ocean. Y'all know I can't swim. I can't even wash my hair in the shower without okay. Whoever it was got out the car and left me on this winding road that I was not familiar with, y'all. Don't you know that damn car started drifting all the way to the end, and God woke me up because my heart started, I felt like I was having a heart attack. I was scared to death. And thank God he woke me right up. I woke right up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here this morning. I could have had a heart attack in my sleep. I am that petrified. That's why I know it was past life related. That car had no control. It went right on over. And it was about to tip in the water. And when I woke up, I felt my chest. It went away in a second, but I knew it was scaring me. Ain't that something? I keep saying lemon, Yo, I didn't know that Shannon Sharpe, you know, I listen to the news every now and then. I've been hearing little snippets about, I didn't know that dog was messing with a 19-year-old girl. Like, dude, you 56. I have no respect for him. If you can't control your sexual desire, first of all, why would you want somebody 19? You's a damn, what they call him, a pedophile. You're a pedophile. You're disgusting. I knew something was off about him. I could never get into him. Something, y'all. He ain't no better than Diddy. I don't know the whole story yet, but I'm going to look it up when I get back home. I'm Dollar Tree bound, child. I want to get some more B12. I drink the liquid B12 shots every day. And it was something else. I think I might get some crackers for the homeless. And the birds outside, they love those cheese crackers. If they got them at that store. And also they sell mini detergents. Like little bottles of Tide and Gain for $1.25. I'm going to get some of them. Because y'all know I wash clothes all the time. Yeah, the Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, he may have done somebody wrong in his life. Usually when you do the wrong person wrong, you get public humiliation. Yeah. I just heard White Castle. Are they still open? Or did somebody buy? I know they sell the frozen White Castle burgers. Somebody may have just brought White Castle burgers. I just heard White Castle. When I was growing up, we had a place called Little Tavern. Jesus Christ. And they were 10 cents each. Same as White Castle. That was the best little burger. You could get a bag of burgers for $1. You would get 10 of them in a bag for $1. I'm aging myself, dating myself. I don't care. I'm 59 and fabulous, daggone it. But other than that, I sleep. When I sleep sound now. Whew. Me and Arthur get in that bed like two old people and go to sleep. Anything anybody want to say this morning? Come on now, I gotta go. This one's sticking out. This one's sticking out. And it says... moving. Someone's moving. It's gonna be me. That's my card. Give me 2 months and I'm up out of here. Someone's moving. It could be someone, one of your children going to college. One of your children or grandchildren is moving into their dormitory. They might go early. They might go June or July. They're not going to go like in August or September when school starts. They're going to go a little bit early. This could be their reading. This could be your message for them, okay? Blue Jays. Blue Jays. Who's the Blue Jays? Is that baseball? I don't know. I heard Blue Jays. I heard wheat. Wheat. I don't know. Somebody has a wheat field. I don't know. Wheat bread, wheat field. Someone's last name is Wheat. I'm sure it's wheat bread. Yeah, I see farm. It could be a wheat field. I don't know what it means, but that's what I just saw. Okay. I don't really need these, y'all. This is just, these confirm what I be thinking. That's why I be like, oh my God, didn't I just say? It's already up here. Okay, somebody needs to look out for their health, which this is every day. This is all of us. This is a general reading, so this is what's coming out. Look out for your health. I mentioned this the other day that we need to get our screenings for cancer. Somebody's masculine has a prostate diagnosis, and you may not know it. Okay? I just heard pride, like the gay pride parade, or someone here is gay, and I don't give a damn. Some of my best friends is gay. I will fight you for some of my gay friends. Don't play with me. You may have a pride flag. Even if you're not gay, you may have a pride flag to let the world know, I don't care. Some of my relatives, best friends, whatever, are gay, and if you don't like it, get the hell on. But you even have a bumper sticker, a t-shirt, something rainbow, okay? I see the name Nancy, and this message says, confession. I had this the other day, I think. Someone want to tell you something. Is this the energy I picked up on this morning? When somebody want to talk to you, but they said they're going to remember what I said? This could be it. The only confession I made in Catholic school, y'all, was so funny. Y'all know my mom was my everything. But they used to sell these little vanilla, peanut butter, and chocolate Lance cookies. We used to get cookies and milk from the office every day for 25 cents. And the teacher would always send me to get it because I don't know why I was always a teacher pet. And she would send me upstairs to get, and me and one other person, I would keep the money and I would go pay for everybody's cookies and milk. And I always wanted extra. I was chubby. And I know one time I went in my mother purse and took a dime out. Y'all, I felt like I had robbed the Pope. That dime haunted me. When I told my mother years later, she said, "Girl, are you serious? I thought you was going to tell me that you was pregnant or something." I said, "Mom, I got to get this off my chest. I took a dime from you when I was in the kindergarten." She just like, "You were just way too honest, girl." And I remember I went to confession in Mass, and I said, "Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. I've never had a confession, but I want to confess that I took a dime out of my mother's pocketbook for some peanut butter cookies." I could hear that man chuckling. He was trying to hold it in. He said, "You've been forgiven." I could hear him laughing in the background. That was my confession. Oh, those innocent days. Okay, here's this W again. Wanda Wilkins. Last name White. Nose just itching. Whitney. Someone's last name could be Wells. Wilson. Someone's last name starts with a W. There could be a message on here for you. Somebody who you had some words with. They said something to insult you. They want to talk to you. They want to apologize, but I heard them say, "But they'll remember what I said." It's some things you can't take back. I can't unhear that you said something about my brother or my mom. Or I don't, yeah, well, them cats better off. Oh, whoa, those my babies. We all got to die. We all got an expiration date. But worse, they said something to really hurt your feelings, and they want to come back in your life, but they said, "But they'll remember what I said." And you got the right to. Watch what you say out of anger, or joking. Watch what people say when they're joking or they're angry. That's how they really feel. This could be an air sign that had it out with you. A nasty Aquarius, an arrogant man. He has an N in his name, a A, a C, a T. Nasty. He could be a supervisor. It could be something at work. Why are you still off of work 3 weeks later? Your mother died 3 weeks ago. When you coming to work? Something like that. Okay, this one popped out, and it says intimacy. Ooh, this might be a lover. This might be a past lover that said something out the way to you and they want to get back in your life, but they said, "But they're going to remember what I said." Okay, y'all, I put myself on a time limit. I'm about to go because Dollar Tree is calling me. Keep calling me. I'm doing great, everybody. I can't complain. I work out on my stepper every night. My legs are so knocking me, y'all. It's so funny. Someone named one of my family members on here, your name starts with a T. If your first name starts with a T, or if you have a T in your name, you are one of the collective YouTube family members this person feels bad about what they said to. They could call you T. Okay. I hear grant. I don't know if that's a person's name or if you're going to get a grant. I talked about that the other day, that you will get one in June. Also the name Miles. I know that the musician, someone might play the saxophone. Hold on. I see the name Shirley. Man, somebody feel bad this morning. Oh, this is that last deck that I brought. It doesn't. I don't like it because it's got a bunch of weird stuff. Right at the bottom of the deck, ship. Somebody's moving. Somebody's shipping out. This is a relationship. I tried to put it on a college student going to a dormitory. Somebody leaving a situation. Confirmation outside. You hear the car horn? That's the alarm. They getting up out of there. Y'all, when I tell you, whoever this is somebody you dealt with, that is funky, where they living at, I'm talking about,
You gotta do like that to come in that door.
it's stinking there. I lost Queen Shark Collective for you. Now they awoke. And they said, I'm out of here. On the top of the deck, it says, hope I can read this. It says, what? See, I can't read this stuff. Hold on. I don't have no light in here. Partying. How couldn't I see that? It's kind of light on the background. If I'm correct, that's partying, right? Yeah. Somebody gonna be celebrating this shipping out. They not sad about it. And I'm gonna tell you, this person's not gonna hoe around. They just gonna be glad to be away from somebody. Is living with somebody who's like concrete on them. Where you going? What you doing? Why you said you was going to 7-Eleven? It's 8 minutes later, and they getting sick and tired of that shit. Do one more, then I'm gonna go. And guess who it is? I just said when I saw the intimacy card, this is a lover. Guess who this is, y'all? Your damn twin. Our damn twin. They won't. This energy will not leave me the hell alone. So there's your message for today. Somebody's twin said something to them out of the way. I was hoping it wouldn't come back to that, but it did. Somebody's twin said something out of the way to them that you'll never forget. They want to come back, but they told me when I was at the windowsill, but they'll remember what I said. Are you the type? No, hell no. I'm not. Well, no. I know we say things in anger, but are you the type that would forgive this person who says something about your child, a relative, maybe you have a disfigured body part? Well, I can get somebody who ain't bald head, or I can get somebody who don't have alopecia, or I can get anybody I want. They ain't gotta have no big gut like yours. Hell no, Negro. You said it. You're gonna have to stand on that. I'm not the type. That's because that's how you really feel. I'm about to get in my feelings, but it's up to y'all. If you can forgive them, do your thing, but not me. Don't just leave me alone, okay? I gotta go, y'all. I take what? Who is this? Somebody's on some medication. I wasn't gonna say I take anything. Somebody. Is somebody on antidepressants? If it's not y'all, this person could be going to therapy because they're depressed because they want to get back to you, but they know that you know what they said and they know it's a done deal. They shouldn't have said it. Okay, I see the name Sharon, Rebecca or Becky. You can work with a Rebecca or Becky. You can work with a Heidi. Watch those ladies. They're sneaky. Not all, but the ones I'm picking on, watch them. Get to work on time. They sneaky. They snitching to the boss, okay? I see the name Erica. I see the name Jill. Someone's last name is Adams. There's a Kimberly here. Someone's last name is Washington. Someone's name is Connie. Okay. There's a something. Charles Etta, Joe Etta, something, and then the last two words are Etta. The last four letters in the name are E-T-T-A. Charles. My mom had a friend named Charles Etta, Joe Etta. I don't know, Etta James. I don't know, but I see Etta. Okay, let me go, y'all. I love y'all. Take care. If you want a personal reading, and I gets into it during the personals, intuitivequeenchar@gmail.com. Put in the subject line reading, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, okay? Why did I see Parquet Margarine? Do they still make Parquet? I know they still make Blue Bonnet. I haven't seen Parquet in ages, but I just saw Parquet. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Tuskegee Institute. Something about Tuskegee. Either you read up on the Tuskegee Airmen or you went to Tuskegee. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me stop because they're talking. Take care. I love y'all. Take care.